Hello everybody and welcome to another one of our short training videos. Today we're going to talk about caring leadership. Caring for others through leadership. As we've explored the various different ways of how to be a leader, leadership traits, leadership qualities and skills, and how to be effective in each of those. We've looked at different segments, different elements, but possibly one of the ultimately most important ones is caring leadership, the ability to lead by caring for others. You see, at the end of the day, if you don't like people or you don't enjoy leading people, it's very hard to care for them. We're going to explore in this video a few of the ideas to help you understand more about caring leadership. So my name is Igwe. I have over 35 years experience leading, creating, growing teams across 5 different markets where I've worked and across Europe, Middle East and Africa where I've had local teams. Now, if you're used to this, please feel free to share your comments, your thoughts, like, and of course subscribe to this channel so you can learn and interact more in different ways. Caring leadership. Let me break it down into its simplest form. Imagine that your team, your department, your company is your family. And quite frankly, for many of us, it is, because we spend the best part of our day in the office or in our work environment. We relate and interact with people who are not part of our family, and yet, if we can imagine thinking about it as a family, it will make your leadership role so much more interesting. Now, as in all families, we know that there are frictions, there are challenges. But let me break this down for you by basically saying, look, if at the end of the day you don't want to lead by caring, then what you're doing there is you're sending a negative message to the team. You're indicating to them that they are not as valuable as they think they should be in the team. The second element is the fact that at the end of the day, you're going to miss some of the talent that is latent, that hides within those who you don't connect with or interact with. At the same time, as in any family, there are those who develop slower and later. You need to give them time to progress to get to where they need to be. And perhaps one of the most difficult, but you have to be very careful, challenging aspects of not leading through caring is that if you have certain people who are more favorable or favorites of yours, you're going to discover that you're going to create a cleavage, a distance between those who you focus on and help most of the time, you connect with, interact with, etc., and those who are considered inferior in their eyes. So as in any family, you've got to be careful how you look after your children, your siblings, to make sure that they, in whichever way, know that they are just as important as anybody else in the family. So you have to have this equitable equilibrium throughout the process. So if we talk about caring through leadership or leading through caring, what are some of the things to look out for? Well, I've noted down some very simple things just to get us started. The kind of people that you're going to have in your team, on the one hand, maybe introverts. In other words, they're the kind of people who don't like to be put into a situation of presenting. They're probably shy. They don't express themselves. They probably don't talk much. They spend a lot more time listening. Those who are introverted can often get left behind because they're not seen in the crowd of those who are noisier and more engaged. So look out for those who are introverts. Look out for those who are weak. And by weak, I mean they feel intimidated by whatever is going on. If you're in a meeting with your team, for example, they're least likely. On the one hand, they might exercise being introverted, but they may just be weak by nature because they don't feel that they have anything to say in a meeting. They don't feel they have to communicate on anything. They may not feel as committed to saying things vocally, but they may well do so in writing. There are those who are vulnerable. Now, in today's world, vulnerability, of course, can be anything from physical, mental, emotional challenges, let's put it that way, where they do feel it could be colour, it could be ability or disability, it could be a mental health challenge, it could be expression, it could be, in today's world, we see more and more of dyslexia, for example. There are different challenges, or autism. There are different challenges that in no way suggest that an individual is less capable or less competent than anybody else. And yet, sometimes as leaders, because we want to charge on, we forget those who need our support. So caring leadership is as much about you as a leader saying, who are those not only who make the most noise, the most visible, the ones who are humorous, laughing all the time, engaged. There are those who are quieter. And you know the expression, still waters run deep. It could well be that those who you're leaving behind or you're ignoring actually have a huge reservoir of knowledge, information and insight that they can share with you. But you're not gathering it, you're not harnessing it. So let's explore some of the reasons why it's important to have caring leadership. Well, some of the fundamental benefits of caring for your team are these ones. The performance of the team, of the group, of the company increases. It increases because you're showing that you care and you're showing that you value who they are and what they're doing, and therefore by nature they're going to enjoy coming into work, they're going to want to deliver and deliver beyond the expectations. So performance, whether it's individual, in terms of targets and goals, or it's financial, or it could just simply be a happiness element, a happiness index. The next one is commitment. Commitment to you as the leader, because you want to know that they are committed to you all the time. Everything they do, they're fighting for your well-being, encouraging you to be a better leader, but they're also committed to the group because their commitment comes and shines through. It's about having an improved reputation. This is the benefit to you, but also the benefit to the department, to the team, the group, the organization. If the reputation increases, then your company, your business, your team becomes more attractive. So when it comes to hiring from the outside, they're going to be saying, yes, this is a great department, great team, great boss. He or she is a wonderful leader. Bring them in. So it increases your reputation. It could also increase your reputation in the company, in the organization, where your team or your department is seen as one of the best, one of the most inspiring, exciting, interesting, whether it's the coffee machine, great conversations that your department is having with other people. And I've had individuals come to my department and say, can I join? Can we be part of what you're doing? Because it seems like you guys have a lot of fun. You're really committed. So your reputation goes beyond the walls that you're in. And of course, it improves the group dynamics in an incredible way. In other words, there's a harmony, a joy, a desire to be absolutely the best they can be. And those are some of the benefits of showing that you are a caring leader. So when you look at how to become a leader or a better leader, think about these elements. Think about how they can contribute not only to you being seen as a better leader, but as you growing as a better leader. And once again, think about it as a family. It's your family. You want it to be absolutely the best. You want everybody to be happy. And so what are some of the things that you can consider or should be looking at when it comes to showing how much you care? Well, firstly, you could start out by listening more, being more attentive to what is being said, being more observant, looking for those who have been quieter, not said anything, not done much. But start to ask yourself, maybe he or she has much more potential than I'm giving them. Ask them equally if there is a way in which you can help them. So those who are weaker, less vocal. But you can also ask those who are stronger or more engaged what it is that you can do. Connecting with your team is one of the most valuable elements because you'll get so much back. So if you ask them, connect with them, discuss with them, and quite frankly, if you've been or you are an authoritarian leader, which by the way, as I've said before, authoritarian leaders are less and less successful in terms of the way our teams and individuals want to work. Why? Because we've evolved. We don't take that dictatorial approach as easily without challenging it. So whilst you have to have discipline, like in any family, any leadership, you also have to have compassion. So it may be that as you think about this, you say, well, how can I get more feedback as to how I've been doing so far on that scale of caring? You can, if you felt able, bold enough, ask the team for feedback, what it is that they're missing, what it is that you're not providing in terms of supporting them. You'll be amazed as to what the results are and what the feedback is. So I suggest that if any of this has resonated with you, you stop, you identify perhaps in your team, your group, your department, 3 people who you realize need your help, your support, your care, and then go and talk to them. Ask them the question, what their needs are, what their challenges are, how you can help them, and ask what they need to get to the next stage. You'll be amazed as to the response, and then just listen to what is being provided. So I hope this has spoken to you and given you some insights into caring leadership, and I invite you to connect and also, of course, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so, and continue to remain involved in how it can lead to you becoming better and improved leaders. Thank you.